All right, good evening. Tonight I'm going to talk about suicide, and it's something that has come to my mind. And around the societies that we live in, we have witnessed a couple of incidents whereby people took their own life. So I'm going to talk about suicide, and I'm going to talk about how we can actually avoid suicidal thoughts. So, according to my own findings, the highest rate of suicide took place from April to July every year. So during that time, all over the world, that is when the highest number of suicide incidents are reported. So, for someone who is just listening and who want to understand what is really suicide, suicide is when a person take his or her own life due to different causes. Some causes can be difficulties in life, the pressures of life, and then some causes can be accidental, and some causes can be negligence. We have had so many incidents whereby someone died because of drinking, excessive drinking of alcohol. So that is negligence, because those things, you have killed yourself, but you could have avoided that. So when someone decides to do suicide, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is crazy or mentally disorder or bipolar disorder, all those things. It doesn't necessarily mean that. So what it means is suicide only means that you can no longer take the pressure that your ability can take. So when the pressure is more than what you can take, and then your brain is not functioning anymore, so you can only see death as a solution. So that is suicide. You see, that is when someone is having suicidal thoughts. Right. So if your mind or your body can no longer take pain, sometimes life gives you that kind of pressure whereby you cannot take it anymore. Then you can just die. When your mind gets to that level, then you must know that you're close to commit suicide. So I'm going to talk about how we can avoid suicide. There are so many things that we can do to avoid suicide. So, you must always know that you're not the only one in that situation. If you look at it, the same situation that you are right now, someone is having the same situation, but they are managing to survive. So whenever you think you are suicidal, don't sit alone. Always remember, you're not the only one. Seek for treatment. Don't avoid being alone. Always sit next to other people. Avoid keeping things that can kill you, like pesticides, like knives, guns, drugs, alcohol, all those things. To stay away from them. And always remember to stay next to other people. And then when you feel like you need to talk, don't keep anything in your heart. Say it. So when you do that, you actually avoiding suicide. You must always know that you've got a lot of things to achieve in life. And you must always know that seasons change. There is nothing that comes in life permanently. Things will always change. As much as you can feel that this is painful, as much as you can take so much of pressure, you must always know that a better day is always coming. So I want to advise someone who is thinking of killing him or herself, there is always a better day coming. Avoid sitting alone. Avoid thinking too much. Always know that the problem that you think you cannot conquer, there is another person having the same problem. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to Samson Risoro. Comment, like, and share. And remember to like my Facebook page as well. Thank you very much. Let's meet again tomorrow when we'll be talking about other measures and how can we avoid suicidal thoughts.